Okay, so we've given the walls the night to dry out here, and they have dried out completely. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 6-inch blade again to just sand down any high spots or ridge lines. Now I know that it's hard for the camera to pick up, but there's some holes in the joint compound here, and there's also some like bubbles. And it's very important to get rid of those bubbles, and what I do is I just use this blade right here, and I probably angle the blade up probably to like a 30-degree angle and gouge into them. And what that does is it takes off the top of the bubble, so now it is, once again, it is a hole. And then what you do is you want to fill those holes with the final skim coat here. So it's very important to get rid of any of those bubbles that are convex, that come out from like the surface, because there is air that is behind that. So you definitely want to get rid of that so that there is a pinhole again, and that pinhole will be filled by the skim coat, by the last skim coat here. So I'm gonna put this down here, and then I'm gonna grab my Hawk here and my 16-inch trowel. Now I thin the mud out here because this is the final skim, and what we want to work on here is we want to work on controlling the mud on this 16-inch trowel so that it doesn't fall to the floor, and it doesn't get on this side or down here, because once it gets over here, then it gets on the back side. So we really want to try to focus on keeping the mud on this trowel here. And what you want to do is you want to keep the mud in this portion here. So I'm drawing like a half a circle or a crescent here. And as long as you keep it on this area here, then you'll never have a problem with it getting all over the place or falling to the floor here. So what I do to try to keep it in like the middle here is when you do this, that forces it there, and when you come down you want to turn it counterclockwise so that it stays in that area. If you just go straight down with it, then the mud is going to gather up onto this left side. So by turning it counterclockwise, and I'll show you how it looks from on the back. Turn it counterclockwise, and the top right hand of the trowel here, it turns and it comes like that. So what it's doing is it's keeping it on the right hand side here, and it's also putting it right here and not spreading it to the left or to the right here, because I'm turning it. And if I did it like straight down, it would go to the left or the right. But if you turn it and you end up with a corner light like that, it goes like that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to load up once, twice, and that's how it puts it there. Okay, so whenever you start too, you don't want to go far with your first swipe, because this is going to kind of like lay the foundation, and then you go over that and you'll get more distance out of it. So this is like the base coat to the first skim. So we're going to put it up here, and we're going to come down like that. And you can see how far it has spread there. So now what you can do is we're going to reload the center here. So I'm going to come into it like that, and that's going to put more mud in like the center there. So now I'm going to come back up here and go down. So now it has spread like that. Now that's the most that you want it to spread on this. So we're going to clean this up, and I'm going to swipe it down, and I'm going to turn it counterclockwise here. So it's like that. And now I'm going to reload it here to the top and bottom. That puts it in the middle again, and come over here. Now there is a bump right here, and it didn't fill in there. And look where the mud has got. So I'm going to clean this up here. And there's an area here that didn't get hit. So I'm just going to load up again and take a swipe down. Okay, so that's all loaded up there. Now that has gone kind of too far, so once again just clean it up And now I'm going to reorganize it here. And see, so the mud is still on the left-hand side, and it's right where I want it. I don't want it at all down here or down here or here. That's probably like the furthest that I'll allow it to go. So I'm going to load up again here. It looks like that. And when I come back here, I want to put this part of the mud onto this part right here, because that'll help it glide more. If you try to just put it like right there, then it's not going to cover. So I'm going to overlap probably like a third of the way, not 50%, like a third of the way. And I'll take a swipe down with it. And there's some area here that I didn't hit, and as you can see, it's gone there. Now I can just do this right here. So I'm gonna clean this up again here, and that keeps it like that. And now I'm gonna reload it here, so it's in the middle there. It's gotten to there. Now I have like 1.5 inches here, but up top. So I'll clean off the top there, so now I have 1 inch above and below it. And I'm just gonna add this to the center here. And now I need more mud, but I'm gonna clean it up first. So reorganizes it. I'm gonna put this down. And I'm just going to reload this here.